Okay, welcome to another Conspiracy Crypto. I'm your host with the most, Tobias Brown. Hello. It's been a while since I did one of these videos. Actually, it's not been that long. Maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, I know I did the automated video thing. I won't be doing that again. Uh, so I'm back by popular demand. Um, Basically, I wanted to go over what I think is the Valentine's Day massacre, which is about to unfold in not just the crypto markets, but pretty much every market. Um, a lot of analysts out there are saying things like Bitcoin's going to 25,000, and the market's going to pick up, and everything's going to back to normal. It's not, guys. It really, really isn't. And the reason it isn't is it's threefold, right? First, it's to do with this T-shirt, which I'll get into a little bit later. But it's literally says "Wake up, false flag," but can't say too much on YouTube. Second is to do with how much debt there is floating around in the world. I mean, just to give you an idea, we'll get into the crypto markets in a bit. But just to give you an idea, if I click on this link here, I've got the world's slowest computer, so you just have to bear with me. This is the national debt clock. This is just the US. So when this thing actually does its business and loads up, I'll be able to show you. But it's quite shocking. There you go. So the national debt today in the United States is, what's that? 31 trillion, 457 billion, 496 million, $334,017. And the question you've got to ask yourself is, who do they owe? Who do they borrow this money off? Why is there a debt in the first place? And then you have to understand the basics of how money is created and how operations like the Federal Reserve create that money. All right? But more importantly, that's a debt of $94,000 for every man, woman, child in the United States right now. Okay? $94,000 each. It's not their fault. But this is how much debt has accumulated in the system. Do you really believe that an economy built on that much debt is going to last much longer? Because I'm telling you right now, it's propped up with thin air. The market is going to collapse. Robert Kiyosaki's been saying it. People who know a lot more than me have been saying it along the lines for a long, long time. But it's getting to a point now where you can only kick the can down the road for so long. And they've been kicking it and kicking it and kicking it to the point where there's no more can left. And that's what's happening right now. And I believe that at the end of all this, once the market has completely collapsed, then there will be a rise in certain cryptos which have certain dynamics attached to them, such as XRP. All right, now I must say this right now, and nothing I say on this channel is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I have to make that very, very clear. If you want financial advice, go to a financial advisor. I'm not certified to tell you anything. But what I believe is they will crash the market. It's all manipulated. And you look at what's happening in the UK right now. They're starting to look at CBDCs. They're talking about Britcoin. India's already got CBDC. China's already got a CBDC. It's coming, guys. And this global payment system is going to be backed and run directly through XRP, the XRP ledger. And I'll prove it. All right? But let's go back to cryptocurrency prices right now, if we can. Because Bitcoin's what 22,000 currently? I mean, do you really think with a debt like that we're going to continue to pump? I mean, you could make the argument, and some people do make the argument, that the debt is a good thing for Bitcoin and the debt is a good thing for everybody, because for investment classes, because what it means is investments are going to rise because money's going to become worthless. And yeah, in one respect that's true, but in the other respect, this debt is going to destroy everything, and that's what it's designed to do. You can't run a nation based on printing money. The Romans tried it. It was called debasement. They actually debased their coins. They used to scrape the coins and take the gold and silver off the coins, so the coins would be worth less. That's where the term comes from. Worth less. Worthless. because the coins had all the gold and silver scraped off them, because the Roman emperors wanted to pay for wars and they didn't know how to do it, so they basically devalue the money. That happened in the UK too. Robin Hood, one of the reasons Robin Hood became Robin Hood was because of debasement. Alright, as you can see, my computer is not playing ball, but there we go, we're getting some idea. So Bitcoin's at 22,000, Ethereum's at 1,500. I mean, these are the same prices that it's pretty much been before the big pump. You know, so we're back to kind of pre-pump level on most things. I mean, Bitcoin at 22, it's not real great shakes, but I reckon it's going to go a lot lower than that, guys. Some critics are saying, well, some of the crypto pundits are saying the market's good, and you know, we're going to hit 25, we're going to hit 30. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And Bitcoin, you know, on the 5-year cycle theory or 10-year cycle, whatever it's called, like, I understand that, but the macroeconomics and the microeconomics of the whole situation right now are dire. They're absolutely dire. And to not take that into consideration and to just believe in the TA is, in my opinion, madness. All right? So, yeah, basically I think that we're due another big crash. Robert Kiyosaki was actually saying today, Valentine's Day was going to be bloody Valentine's Day. But it hasn't been so far. All right? So, basically, that's where I'm looking right now. And this is what I'm interested in. This and Stellar and XLM, and XDC. Those 3 coins. Because they're all ISO 2022 compliant. And very soon, XRP will come out smelling of roses from this ridiculous lawsuit. And this is what I think anyway. As I said, not financial advice. And I think that, yeah, what's going to happen first is they're going to pretend that XRP, or they're going to put out a load of FUD saying XRP is rubbish, and they're already putting out a load of FUD. They already have. They always continue to. But they're going to push the narrative that XRP is going to lose the case, going to lose the case, going to lose the case, and then bang, they're going to win it. And it's going to take people by complete surprise, and the price of XRP is just going to go straight up. All right? So, yeah. I'm not sure if I can actually show you these documents because my computer is just behaving so badly, but I will try, all right? So I'm going to click on this one, hope it loads. Right, so what I have here is a very interesting article from 1988 Economist magazine, which predicted the rise of a global currency, and has a wicked picture of a phoenix on the front cover. Alright, goodness me, I don't want to do any of that. Right, this, get ready for a world currency. Published in 1988, guys. Alright, 1988. And this was talking about the collapse of all major currencies and the rise of a digital one world government currency. Alright, it was an anonymous person who wrote the article, hidden under a whole team of editors and whatnot, and it was talking about the biggest crash in history and how out of the biggest crash in history this would be born. It actually has the Stellar symbol there, which is kind of predictive programming if you want my opinion, because Stellar and XRP are very closely linked. I think Stellar will be used for the common man, and XRP will be used for the financial institutions. So if you hold XRP, you're literally becoming a bank, and they know it. They don't want you to have it, which is why it's now being taken off so many exchanges. Stellar, they don't mind if you have a bit of that, but XRP, they don't want you to have it. They want the banks to have it, and I'll prove that as well. So I'm going to load up this now if I can. So 1988, just remember that number, remember that date, 1988. Why is it important? You'll see in a second. So, David Schwartz. You know David Schwartz is? He is the original founder of XRP, of Ripple, okay? And in what year? Oh, 1988, August the 25th, David Schwartz put the patent in for XRP. Okay? You need any more evidence than that. This is the original patent. Okay? The date of the patent was actually done in 1991, but it was filed in August the 25th, 1988. That tells you everything you need to know. This is pre-Bitcoin. This is pre any digital currency. So this has been planned for a very, very, very long time. Okay? And it's not just David Schwartz, it's the powers that be at the behind David Schwartz. I'm not going to say into who or what. I'm not going to get into the conspiracy of it. I'm just going to say interesting, right? 1988, same date as this article here about the one world currency. So what I'm going to end with is just say, do your research, learn a bit about what's actually happening in the world. I mean, you've got all these crazy balloons and all this other distraction going on. It is a distraction, okay? Just realize that what is happening right now is we are moving into a collapse situation in the economy, and in order for this new system to be born, the old system has to be destroyed. And that's exactly what they're doing, one piece at a time, until eventually, at some point very soon, maybe this year, maybe next year, maybe even the year after that, but it'll happen within the next 3 or 4 years, we will have a one world currency, and it will be digital. It will start off with digital versions of the currencies we already have, and then it will roll into a one world digital currency, but it'll all be run on the XRP ledger. All right, so that's my 20 cents on that. I hope you like the content. Like, subscribe, help me grow this channel. It's been a long time and I haven't done anything, and I know I've been lazy, but I want to get this information out to people, and I hope that you get something from this. And if you read between the lines, you know what my advice would be. So yeah, it's been good talking to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.